Hello, and how are you doing? Today I want to talk about little bit about like coding and my first inspiration. And I would also like to focus on my English so that it's not sound terrible. Honestly, um, it is really hard for us because I found myself that I am having really issues with making sentences in English. This is bad. Second, as I talk about in my last video that my I have no idea what am I doing with my life. Kinda I have, kinda I don't, and I don't know. Like actually, there are a lot of things going on, and I have pressure of earning money for my parents because you would say I, I how can I say that they are investing, maybe not investing, but they are spending money on me just for me to get at some point, at somewhere, at some point. I but what happened to me is that I am trying to repay them and kind of taking a stress over earning money, and this all stuff happens to make my learning journey much harder. This is really bad for me, and also I'm not able fuck also I'm not able to like come up with an idea to actually earn some sort of money, and I don't have skill enough to actually apply for any job, and that's making me sad. You know what, that's sad thing. Anyway, but I started something at least, and committed myself to focus on this aspect, which is learning C++, making game development, game engine from the tutorials and books, and also like solving lead code problems. Huh. I am doing this today after waking up. I really had a bad time to be awake. I would say that I guess I choose a good word, maybe, or maybe bad, but I was having trouble being awake since. Oh, yeah, biscuits. Where I was. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and today was like 18 degrees. 18 degrees Celsius out there. Well, it not sounds terrible, but what happened is that like I do not have any habit of what we say, like waking up this early in cold days. Yes, that's right. Cold days, but I wake up anyway, and my mind was like flooded with thoughts of why the fuck you wake up. I'm sorry for using F word. I'm not intended to, but like this some sort of be bad content. It's whatever. But if I was, so I wake up and having trouble being awake. But I did. But I'd go through it, and I come up with a thought of let's read a book, and and then start reading a book. Like I read couple of pages, and it was already like an hour. The hour 1 hour was already gone, and so I thought like, oh yes, it's a winning, and I really really finish something useful today. Then I take a step to actually go out of my house and like run or walk for like 1 kilometer. It is not like lot, but only 1 kilometer. Person like why something like this is quite harder for a person like me who having trouble procrastinating, fighting with its own self, and a lot of these things is constantly happening with me. And if I talk about this YouTube thing which I currently doing it in front of you, I am having trouble to actually record the video, because what I thought YouTube as it's like a platform to showcase my ability. But right now I feel like I don't have any, which is maybe quite a lot of extent it's true, but it's true. However, I'm doing it anyway. I don't know if people watch this video. Well, that's not my issue, first of all. But my main goal with doing it is like making my free time valuable and get better at talking in front of camera. This is what my thoughts were actually doing it. You know, like by for like 7 years I was wanted to be an YouTuber and to like actually not make a games, but to actually play the games, and I would say, how can I say, play the games and entertain people. Yes, I can entertain. Like if you meet me on road, I really have a great ability to like, how can I say that, I can make you laugh. I have a lot of good humors, but like in front of this camera, like everything is gone, like it was never there. I also have like a couple of other channels, but since I'm one person, so I'm not able to focus on all of these things. And honestly, YouTube is not my priority too, because currently when you are learning things like computer science, C++, AI, game development, you should rather focusing on those topics, like books or maybe podcast, or like talking with those people who are like who are working in those industry, than making a YouTube video, this freaking video. But since I have a lot of thoughts, I really do want to be a YouTuber. Like, you know what? I really do want to be a YouTuber, but I'm not a beast, but I'm not a Miss Beast. I can never be, first of all. And neither I am I don't know if I ever put like a 1 million subscribers on my channel, or maybe like 100 subscribers is a sort of a milestone to me, honestly. But that's like a lot of YouTube talks, but forget about it for now. That's some other day I will talk about this thing in detail. So I have done like a two problems, I guess I could say that. I have solved today two problems from lead code, which are honestly, like from my current state of understanding programming, was hard. But I, with the help of like DeepSeek AI, I do it, and I understand how to face this sort of these sort of problems. Now, I have just learned like syntax, operators, like syntax things like operators, then this variable thing, this if statement, else statement, and this namespace thing. I I I didn't yet learn a lot of stuff. I didn't learn yet a lot of stuff, and like I'm a person who don't quickly learn things. Although I have a really good ability to problem solve quickly, then most of the thing like I was really good at maths. I was really good at maths when I was in my high school. Yes, I was like really good at this, but not doing it for last 2 years, I guess. Ever since I graduated from my high school, I now having trouble with all the concepts. What I thought is like, what I'm thinking is like right now spending most of the time learning C++ and understanding game theory, like how the game is working, what sort of stuff makes game fun, analyzing my favorite games like GTA 5, Ghost of Tsushima, and also like generaling or decoding, I would say, animes like One Piece and Gintama to understand how these how these things makes a person feels fun, rewarding, binge watching, and yeah, like yeah, I'm doing this thing. Maybe you could say that I am just wasting my time watching those things and playing those things, but I would say it is not. Like I have already played GTA 5 before. I have already watched like twice One Piece, and I am like honestly when I'm eating, I do actually watch Gintama almost daily. But today I am like watching Cats. Yes, I love cats. I love cats. Yeah. So this is. Hmm. But yeah, like I have an idea to like let's me understand how this game is working, and then like couple of things like small things made it myself into my under projects, and also like learning things, making project from books or myself, maybe with the help of ChatGPT, I guess. But doing these things made me better. Finishing the like entire year and doing this lead code problem solving activity, I am planning to solve like 1000 or maybe around 1500 questions within next year. Then I will like move on to maths and physics, maybe my like deeply maths and computer stuff to understand like how the computers think. Not sorry, it's not bad. How mathematical equations and understandings helps to make a better AI. Well, I want to make AI, but like not the AI that actually helps people. Like it is not the main idea for me. Other companies are doing it, and other people are making it that other companies and people are doing it that, so it's not my concern. But what sort of AI I want to make is make AI from pure C++ and integrate it into the game engine. Maybe maybe it's an Unreal Engine, or maybe it's the engine that I wanted to make it myself, or at least start making it and let the future decide if this engine ever going to be a mainstream for me. Since I actually wanted to make, if since I actually wanted to start and establish my game studio one day, I do think that having a in-house engine would be a really good idea. Well, it is an expensive thing, but let's try it. And if like let's try it and figure out if it's a good idea or not. Anyway, it was not a that thing to talk about, but yeah, understanding maths, and while understanding maths, also simultaneously or alongside uh, making the project or start the demo of my game called Jobless Samurai into an action. What I am decided is make an extremely valuable demo, maybe not the best demo, but valuable, that tells how the game will feel to the player, and how the how actually I want it to make a game, how my company will focus on future projects and the other stuffs with this one single demo. Since my goal is to make an AI that is inbuilt within an engine, and also that same AI can be connected with the character, and the character can talk with you as a person in the game, this will be a really good idea to actually focus on. And this is a main idea of everything I'm doing right now. Yeah, that's the main idea. And so I'm trying to understand the AI and mathematics stuff. Well, actually I don't have any idea how the things is working even if actually I'm not went into the college. I'm 20, and since I'm not in college, and those, so I don't have any kind of support despite besides my parents, they gave me money. That's all support I have. Everything else is sort of alone, and sometimes people on social media, when I talk with them or posting stuff, they actually help me. It's suggest me something. That's a really good thing. But most of the time I am alone with myself and actually planning stuff to how to do things. Yeah, that's all the point. Then I will move on to more robotic stuff. Now I want to make a game dev studio, and why should the hell I wanted to learn robotics? Well, it is not because of I want to do something on robotics. It is not the thought behind this thing, but actually, what is it? Was it what is the story behind learning the robotics? Is actually not only robotics, but also about space, about time, and about robots. Yes, indeed. So what the thought is that I actually love making things and solving problems. I really do have an interest in understand learning about space, which is really amazing topic. Honestly, I can talk about it a lot longer. The space, I didn't actually try learning about robotics, but a lot of time I found myself excited when I talk about robotics. I'm still really do. So yeah, then in the end, I am hypothetically saying that I could be having my demo version ready, and I will do crowdfunding. Well, it's totally hopefully my luck, but yeah, like if I successfully have made it to like crowdfunding, I think I will be a really good person. And looking back at this video would be really, really worth it. Like I can see myself that from like zero to at some point I have gone through, and I have not fraud my parents actually. But yeah, a lot of things going in my life, and maybe this video is gone may log to longer. It's like a 20 minutes already. So let's meet tomorrow once again. Anyway, any one of you are watching me, let's put your name into my comment. I could see that, oh, someone is watching. This is very rewarding. I would try to, maybe not making a better videos, but I would try to interact in the videos in a way like you like it. Also, I am a humoristic person. Maybe my pronunciation is wrong and also my word is wrong, but yeah, I have a humor in short. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Oh, Himesh, do work.